Hey, what's going on? It's Andy. I'm over here at the Zildjian Vic Firth booth, and I just want to show you some new Zildjian drumsticks that we got for this year. I say new, but they're not really new. It's the 5A and the 5B. What we did is we redesigned them. So if you look at, this is our old 5A, and if you look at the tip here, you can see how big that tip is. It's really bigger than most people think of a 5A tip being. It's pretty big for a 5A, and the neck is really, really small. So what we found here is that the stick kind of had a tendency to break because this tip was so big and the neck was so small. So when we redesigned it, here's the old one next to the new one. You can see, you can see how much smaller the tip is on the new one, and the neck gets a little bigger. So we took a little bit out of this and added it here. So this gets smaller and this gets bigger, and that's going to give you a lot more durability. The other thing we did is you can see the taper on the old 5A was up to about here. It's a pretty short taper, so it's kind of a bit of a clubby feel, kind of feels a little bit too, heavy in front. We pulled the taper back just a little bit, 3/4 of an inch or so. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes a big difference when you're playing it. The balance point is a lot further back, and it just kind of feels more natural. And then the last thing we did was with the logo. You can see the old Zildjian logo was down here, which is fine, but when you play, it sort of doesn't really look like much. So we added this Z, which wraps all the way around the stick. It looks pretty cool in a black foil, and in other models it's a different color foil, so you kind of get a little bit of a flash on your stick when you're playing. So that's a 5A, and the 5B get the same changes to that shape. But what that really means is that all these versions of a 5A, so like the 5A, 5A anti-vibe, the black 5A, the blue 5A, the dip 5A, the purple dip 5A, they all get this change. So every single model, 31 models, get a major, major, major upgrade. They all feel way better, they all play way better, they all last longer. It's definitely worth checking out, so go check them out at your local store.